Hello my dear student, welcome to my channel. Hope you are fine and safe at your home. Today I am going to describe about human heart and blood circulation. Hope you will enjoy this class. After watching this class, if you have any question about structure of human heart and blood vessels, please write down on comment box. I will try to give your answer as soon as possible. Welcome again. Hello my dear student, today I will describe the structure of human heart. The human heart is the one of the most important organs responsible for sustaining life. It is essentially a muscle about the size of a cleanest fast. The human heart functioning throughout a person's lifespan, pumping almost 200 million liters of blood. A human heart roughly beats 2.5 billion times during a human lifespan, making it one of the most robust and hardest working muscle in the human body. Beside humans, most other animals also possess a heart that pump blood throughout their body. Even invertebrates such as grasshoppers possesses a heart, though they do not functioning the same way a human heart does. In human, the heart is located between the lung behind and slightly towards the left of the sternum. 2/3 of the heart is situated on the left side of the chest, and the remaining part is balanced on the right side of the chest. So now I am going to describe about the function of heart. So we know that the function of heart is any organism is to maintain a constant flow of blood throughout the body. This replenishes oxygen and circulates nutrients among the cell and tissues. Also, because the human heart is a homologous organ, it is functions no differently from any other vertebrates that possess a heart. Following are the main function of the heart are one of the primary function of human heart is to pump blood throughout the body. Blood delivers oxygen, hormones, glucose and others components to various parts of the body, including the human heart. The heart also ensures that adequate blood pressure is maintained in the body. There are two types of circulation in the body, namely pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. So types of circulation, now I am going to describe what are the difference between pulmonary and systemic circulation. First of all, this is a part of pulmonary circulation system, and rest of the part is called systemic circulation. So pulmonary circulation is a portion of circulation responsible for carrying deoxygenated blood away from the heart to the lung and then bring oxygenated blood back to the heart. And systemic circulation is another portion of circulation where the oxygenated blood is pumped from the heart to every organ and tissue in the body and then back again to the heart. Now the heart itself is a muscle, and therefore it needs a constant supply of oxygenated blood. This is where another types of circulation comes into play, the coronary circulation. Coronary circulation is an essential portion of the circulation where oxygenated blood is supplied to the heart. This is important as the heart is responsible for the supplying blood throughout the body. Moreover, organs like the brain need a steady flow of fresh oxygenated blood to ensure functionally. In a nutshell, the circulatory system plays a vital role in supplying oxygen, nutrients and removing carbon dioxide and other waste from the body. Now I am going to describe about the core structure of heart. Okay, so this is a human heart figure. The human heart is about the size of human fist, and it is divided 4 chambers, namely 2 ventricles and 2 atrium. first of the two chamber, you can say atrium, and below of atrium we'll get ventricle. The ventricle are the chamber that pump blood, and atrium are the chamber that receive blood, among which both right atrium and ventricle make up the right heart, and left atrium and ventricle make up the left heart. The structure of the heart also houses the biggest artery in the body. Okay, the right and the left region of the heart are separated by the wall of muscle called the septum. The right ventricle pumps the blood to the lung for reoxygenation through the pulmonary arteries. Here, this is a pulmonary arteries. The right semilunar valves close and prevent the blood from flowing back into the heart. Then the oxygenated blood is received by the left atrium from the lung via the pulmonary vein. So read on the explore more about the structure of heart. I think you will get more idea in a higher secondary level. One of the very fast structure which can be observed when the external structure of the heart is viewed is the pericardium. Pericardium is a surrounding layer. The human heart is situated to the left of the chest and is enclosed within a fluid cavity described as the pericardial cavity. The wall and lining of the pericardial cavity are made up of a membrane known as the pericardium. The pericardium is a fiber membrane found as an external covering around the heart. It is protects the heart by producing a serous fluid which serves to lubricate the heart and prevent functioning between the surrounding organs. Apart from the lubricants, the pericardium also help by holding the heart in its position and by maintaining a hollow space for the heart to expand itself when it is full. The pericardium has two exclusive layers. Visceral layer, it is directly covers the outside of the heart, and parietal layer, it forms a sac around the outer region of the heart that contains fluid, the pericardial cavity. The structure of human heart wall. Epicardium is the outermost layer of the heart. It is composed of a thin layer membrane that serves to lubricate and protects the outer section. Myocardium, this is a layer of muscle tissue, and it is constitutes the middle layer wall of the heart. It is contributes to the thickness and responsible for the pumping action. Endocardium, it is the innermost layer. The lining lines the liner heart chamber and the covers the heart valves. Furthermore, it prevents the blood from the sticking to the inner wall, thereby preventing potentially fatal blood clots. So what are the internal structure of heart? Now I am going to describe about vertebrates. Heart can be classified based on the number of chamber present. For instance, most fishes have 2 chambers, reptiles and amphibians have 3 chambers. Avians and mammals hearts consist of 4 chambers. Humans are mammals, hence we have 4 chambers, namely left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle and right ventricle. Atrium are the thin, less muscular wall and smaller than ventricles. These are the blood receiving chamber. They are the fed by the large veins. Ventricles, this portion, are large and more muscular chamber responsible for the pumping and pushing blood out of the circulation. These are the connected to the arteries that delivers blood for circulation. Okay, the right ventricles and right atriums are comparatively smaller than the left chambers. The wall consists of fewer muscle compared to the left portion, and the size difference is based on their functions. The blood originating from the right side flows through the pulmonary circulation, with blood arising from the left chamber is pumped throughout the body. So there has different kinds of blood vessel also. So if I describe in organism with closed circulatory system, the blood flows within the vessel of varying size. All vertebrates, includes humans, possess the types of circulation. The external structure of heart has many blood vessels that form a network, with the major vessel emerging from within the structure. The blood vessel typically compares of the following criteria, like arteries or artery, vein, and capillaries. Vein, first of all, vein supplies deoxygenated blood to the heart via inferior and superior vena cava, and it eventually drain into the right atrium. And capillaries are tiny tube-like vessel which form a network between the arteries to the vein. And arteries are muscle walled tube mainly involved in supplying oxygenated blood from the heart to all other parts of the body. Aorta is the largest of the arteries, and it branches off into various smaller arteries throughout the body. Okay, so now I am going to describe about different kinds of heart valves. So the junctional point of right atrium and right ventricle will get tricuspid, and junctional point of left atrium and left ventricle will get bicuspid valve. And here we get semilunar valve are located between the left atrium and aorta. It is also found between the pulmonary artery and right ventricle. Okay, so heart is very much important organ, so we should take care of our heart to maintaining healthy life. Several diseases may be occur due to malfunction of heart. So thank you so much for watching this class till end.